Welcome to World War III. I mean, WW3. I mean, Whirlwind Part 3. The turning awning. Hopefully. That is the goal for today. First thing I gotta do is check these fuses. Everything else, all the other fuses have been checked. Maybe I'll throw in some batteries for now. Figure out where NVRAM goes. Let me see. NVRAM. Probably U44, maybe? Not socketed, so I'm not touching that. Anyway, so I need to check these last fuses, the one fuse up there, make sure that's correct for the fan. So one day we can feel the power. I will dig into this, find out why and what. Other than that, should be able to power this guy on. Shout out to, a couple of you fellow shenaniganders out there. Mark, Spaceman Arcade, he gave me a link to Comet where they actually do sell 455 bulbs in LEDs, so that's cool. Thanks, Mark. Also, Ed150, he gave me a link to some stuff which appears to be hair dye or hair product that one can use to try and get the nasty out of something like that. And I think, who else? Was it Tilting T Pinball said maybe you could just paint it and put on new decals, or was that Mark? I don't know. So many shenaniganders out there with so many good ideas, so if I got new decals, in theory I could tape this off and just spray the whole thing down and apply new decals. That's not a bad idea. So I got to see if these are reproduced. I don't see why not, because there's thousands of yellowed Whirlwind toppers out there, so there's got to be a demand for these decals. Also, I was just talking with Jeff Teolis. Shout out. Go check out Pinball Profile. Also, TPN. He's on there as well with Marty Robbins. Shout out. But anyway, I was talking to Teolis. He's executive also of the London, Ontario Pinball League, and we're hatching out some potential details for some potential pinball again one of these days. But he mentioned to me that he is going to be putting up his Medusa for sale. So if you are in the GTA, London, anywhere in that region, and you want yourself a Medusa, which is a really cool game, and they don't come up all that often, and I think it's a pretty reasonable price that he's going to be asking, then reach out to Teolis and hook yourself up with a Medusa, so you get the first kind of insider information on that sale. And also, I think, shout out to Rob Noel, because I saw him today, and guess what? I think this is the first in several years of hanging out with the Rob Noelster. I bought a pinball machine from him. I didn't document any of the action, but, one day we'll get to it. It is a Gottlieb System 80 Panthera. It's sad. You want to say Pantera because it sounds cooler and it is cooler, but I guess it's Panthera. So yes, I accepted delivery of that today. Playfield's not bad. There's some touch-ups on it. CPU's missing. Back glass is not that bad. Oh, that reminds me, it's still in my car. I gotta pull that out of my car. I keep the back glasses in my house where it's temperature controlled. You want to do that because, hey, why are you looking at a back box this whole time? I could have swapped you around, and you could have been checking out my beautiful face. But this mess of wires is actually probably prettier. So, anyways, I think that's about it. Yeah, so let's get to work here. Let's change some fuses and see if we can get any life out of this guy. We'll have to, are there some test points here? Ground. It looks like this is a 12 volt test point here. 12 volt test point here. Hey, let there be light. 5 volt test point there. So, you know, we can turn on the machine and maybe I believe the power comes in here and goes out here to the CPU. So maybe I could disconnect that and just see kind of what voltages we're getting. But anyway, let's get to work. Okay, I think I'm done checking fuses and connectors, except for that one rogue wire, but I don't think that's gonna make or break anything. I've disconnected all but the input connector on the power supply, so I think I'm just gonna have AC power going to the power supply, and then the power coming out. There's one connector that goes to the displays and another connector that is like a 12 volt, 5 volt ground. It goes all over the place. So I don't think anything's gonna really happen when I turn it on, but we're gonna turn it on, do the kind of systematic approach. I don't think anything's gonna blow up if I have everything connected, but let's just do it, because probably the better way to do things, and it's kind of fun too. So first of all, give me a second, let me plug this thing in. I, again, do not have any idea if the power switch is on or off. I guess I'm going to plug this into Funhouse for now. Where's my other plug anyway? Oh, here it is. Hold on, I've got plug situations going on. That goes into there. Now I just got to find the other end of it on the floor somewhere over here. Okay, where are you? Here we go. Okay. You ready? See what happens. Let's make sure we got the machine in the photo here. Okay. Feel the power of the wind. Okay. I don't think the power switch is on. Here it is. Okay, this is the moment of truce. I turn it on and absolutely nothing will happen. So here we go. Get ready for excitement. Oh, hey. We got lights. We got lights. Makes sense, because I think the GI is AC voltage, which is all we have. We've got general illumination on the playfield. Oh, and I just got a text from Gene, who just set up his AC/DC tonight. I believe he said he wasn't able to yesterday because his hired help wasn't there. But he sent me a photo of AC/DC all set up with some people playing it, with a couple kids, and yeah, so he's stoked. I'm stoked he's happy. And those are currently not about to rock, they are rocking, so excellent. I went to a good home and Gene is stoked. Alright, so what else do we got here? What else do we got? We won't have any display because that's not plugged in, right? Okay, just a few lights. So do you want to bother watching me test voltages? That's not all that fun. What is this? Oh yeah, that's the connector. Okay, there was nothing ever there. Okay, let's do this. Okay. Ground there. And these test points will be in DC voltages. So let's set that to DC. And here we go. We're supposed to have 12 volts right here. How do we do? Minus 14? Oh, it's supposed to be minus 12. Okay, so we've got minus 14. That's good. This is plus 12 volts up there. We got 13.91. That's good. And what about here? That's ground. There is another test point or two somewhere. Where? There's 5 volts right here. Come on, baby. Give me 5. Hey, 5.19. Wow, okay, that's all good. Okay, so I bet you our high voltage section is bad, and that's maybe why we don't have displays, or the displays are just bad. So I remember that from the description of it. But what I did notice is that screw is really loose. Like, I just kind of hand tightened it. Why? And look, if you look close, look at this. See that lock washer on the other side of that screw? It's missing up here. So somebody has probably replaced that Q1 transistor, maybe? Anyway, I gotta be careful here. Some high voltages. 100 volts coming out of this connector. Negative 100 and plus 100. That'll be for the displays. Okay. I think I checked all the... Is there a test point for the... Let's see. If I put this here... Oh, look at this. Look at this. I got exactly negative 100.5 volts. Now, where's the positive? Which pin is that? Number 3? Do we have positive 100 volts? We have positive 100 volts. Yay. That's excellent. Oh, and I also checked all the diodes, and they seem to be working. I don't know. We're potentially looking good here. So I'm going to put this connector back on. This connector back on. Put the display up. And see how much action we get. All right, give me a moment. Oh, I did forget to mention that the 2 fuses on the power supply that were supposed to be 7 amp were both 8 amp. So I remedied that. All right, well, I guess it's time to find out what happens with everything connected. So here we go. We could have music, we could have display, we could have sound, we don't really know. We could have nothing. I have a feeling there's a chance that we might have nothing, but only one way to find out. Here we go. Oh, we got top display. Yes, top display. Bottom would be nice. Bottom would be nice. Okay. Yes. This is good. This is good. Okay, what we're going to do is hit the exit button and try and get ourselves into a track mode. Oh my god. Okay, we got a solenoid firing. It's a pop bumper. Okay, it just stopped. I might have just blown the transistor or the fuse. Okay, we'll have to check on that. Obviously, this pop bumper was firing. So, I may have blown a fuse or a transistor. But, the good news is that we are booted up. The display works. No insert lighting is working. No sound. But then again, I don't think we're in a track mode yet. Let's hit exit again. Domestic level 3. Okay, let's just cycle through all of the pinball's missing. Okay, we can remedy that. We can remedy that. Oh, diskies. Okay. It wants balls. Let's give it balls. How are these balls? They're tolerable for now, for diagnostic purposes. Alright. Let's see what happens. Oh, hey! Attract mode! Blinky lights! Yay! I like. Holy shit. Okay, so far we've got basically... We know we've got some solenoids, at least one pop bumper. Got a credit dot, probably time and date maybe. Got a track mode, we got GI, we got insert lighting. The only thing we don't know what we have is sound, so let's add some credits. Oh, that's sound! I got sound, we got sound! Can you hear that? How do I turn up the volume again? Ooh! What was that? What's happening? Why are you doing noise? Insert 1 coin for 1 credit. Okay. Alright, let's just hit start. It wants us to hit start. Oh, the balls. The balls didn't... They're not depressing the trough switches. Maybe because my pitch is very low. The trough switches are not all closed, I'm guessing. Let's try again. No. This is a 3-ball game, right? Yeah, 3 balls. Okay, so let me check the trough switches. Make sure they're all closed. And I'll report back. But what I can tell you right now is that this is more progress than I anticipated. So I am very, very stoked. We know the up-down ramp is moving. Drop target's reset. Alright, this drop target reset. So some stuff is working. Can't believe the displays are working. Huh, even all the lights back here. Oh no, this one's not working. Oh, I can't wait to LED this thing. But I gotta tear apart 1,000 things before that happens. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's see if we can deal with these trough switches and figure out what's going on. Does it have... It has active switch test, right? Okay. You press the middle button, then you hit the right button. Isn't it? Or is it this one? Test report. Here we go. Check switch. Top jets left. Top jets right. Pinball missing. Okay. Music is off. What's going on with that? Display test. Well, looks good. Cool. Sound test. Ooh, cool.
Uh-oh. Looks like rain. Uh-oh. Looks like rain.
I just realized the speaker cutouts are like square. Very cool. Alright.
Uh-oh. Looks like rain.
That's fun. All lamps. Single lamp. Coil test. It's... Oh, knocker works, so that's pretty good. Whoa. What the hell is that? It reset or something? Ooh. Something happened. It just died. Whatever solenoid fired crashed the CPU. Like, there are no lights on at all. Something just completely crashed the machine. Maybe I'll turn it off. Interesting. What happens if I turn it back on? Uh-oh. Interesting. Something in that solenoid test crashed everything. Huh. It is dead as a doornail now. Interesting. I wonder. Okay. Well, we were making forward progress. Now we're going backwards. We have nothing. It is dead. Very interesting. Okay, I'm gonna check some fuses. And I don't know. I'll explore around, see what I can figure out, and I'll let you know what I find out. Okay, so I checked all the fuses and they're all fine. Then I reseated the power supply connectors. And I did get the machine to boot up again, but it took quite a while the second time round. And then, once again, that pop bumper just started firing non-stop. So, I thought I would start just kind of looking at the underside of the playfield, checking out the two pop bumpers, because we did get the operator alert to check. And this is what I found. Hopefully you can see this. Here is, the end of the pop bumper there, the little point. Well, I don't know if you can tell, but it ain't touching the spoon at all. Because the spoon is on the wrong side of the bracket. That needs to go on the other side. It's not even touching, so the switch is stuck closed right now. The same is going on with this one too. Can you see that? The spoon, I don't know why or how, but it's on the wrong friggin' side of the little bracket. So I need to adjust those two spoons, put them in the right position. See, this one's fine. They're all super gunky and need a full rebuild, but anyway, these two guys are stuck closed. I'm gonna remedy that and then report back. What about, there's more pop bumpers too. How about these guys? No, that one seems okay. That seems okay. And this guy seems okay. But yeah, this is the bracket right here that I'm talking about. How does this spoon, look at this. The spoon has a hole in it. That's no surprise there. Is it a hole? Or no, that spoon is actually broken in half. So that pop bumper won't ever work, really. But how did that get on this side of the bracket? Oh, I should be like this so you can really see. So somehow they're on the wrong side. Anyway, well, that should be easy, but that's just going to be the first of many issues I predict. But we'll start one issue at a time. And what is this? Why is there a zip tie holding this connector on? Interesting. Okay. What is that for? A drop target? Okay. That seems fine. Alright, let's fix that and then go from there. Well, before we get to that, let's first play a little game of Operation. Imagine trying to do that without having the pliers touch the edge because it's magnetized. That'd be a fun game. Okay. I think that's all that's in that speaker. Okay, so I think I have all 6 pop bumpers resolved. No switches are closed. And now I'm investigating the trough switches, and I'm thinking that this kicker arm is catching. See that? This trough switch doesn't want to close unless that's bent out of the way, and then it still can catch on it. So I think that might be the issue with the trough switches. So I'm going to just bend this over a bit for now. But you can see it's lost some of its length over the years. So it might be due for a new kicker arm, possibly. We'll see. I'm gonna bend it out of the way so none of these switches are, see that? It's like totally jamming it if it's in the wrong spot. That ain't cool. So I'm gonna sort that out, and then we'll try and power this thing on again and see what happens. Okay, I think I got this sorted out. This moves freely. This switch moves freely. This switch. This switch. No obstruction at all. It's really, I think, this guy interfering with this guy. But I just bent him out of the way a bit. That shouldn't be a problem. So, maybe if it boots up and recognizes the balls, we may actually be able to start a game this time. So, give me 1 second. We'll give that a shot. Okay, let's try this again. I've got the apron removed. Also, I did notice that this kickback is a little crusty. So, I mean, the coil is free and clear. Looks like it's a non-diode coil. Maybe next time I do solenoid test, I'll do one at a time and then try and isolate if one specific solenoid is causing the machine to crash. That is a possibility if, I don't know, if it's shorted or something, right? Okay, here we go. That's good, alright. Boot it up right away that time. That's good. Okay, let's hit the coin door button and exit out of this. I should really get the batteries so I don't have to do that every time. Okay. Clear through all the adjustments. Now it's going to ask me for balls. Okay, come on. There we go. Come on. There we go. And there we go. You still think you're missing pinballs, eh? Well. Interesting. So we might have a switch matrix issue. Okay. If I hit start game, it's probably not going to let me because it thinks it's missing balls. Oh, I need credits too. Oh. Holy hell. I don't know what happened, but maybe it recognized the balls. Look at that. We officially started a game. Sweet. Well, it's on my cart, so the pitch will be horrendous. But we can actually plunge our first ball of Whirlwind. That's pretty sweet. Let's see what happens. Quick multi-ball is lit. Where's that? Oh, I'm feeling the power of the wind. I am feeling the power of the wind. Look at it. Look at it. It finally happened. It's for reals. Oh, shit. And I'm also not feeling the power of the wind because the machine just crashed again. Well. Do you think it's the fan that crashed the CPU? Very interesting behavior. Alright, back to the drawing board. Okay, actually, alright, I don't know. Maybe I'll wrap this one up. We had success, we had failure, we felt the power of the wind. We got to play half a ball, and we have definitely made progress. So, I'm happy about that. It's a very interesting problem. I might disconnect the fan and try again, but we have progress. We felt the power of the wind. Yay.